Buenos dias. So we've changed the look of updates slightly, and I also would like to go over with you how to navigate now that more material is opening, and as well to let you know that for those of you who would like to move ahead slightly, I am opening up larger chunks of content for you each time. So you obviously have noticed that when you came in today, the announcement was huge. That's because I've moved the suggested schedule to the announcement page, to the updates for you. Notice that it's at the top when you first come into Spanish, and I know that this is Spanish 1, but it's true for all the Spanish classes. So in here, easily accessible for you. You don't need to click in and find a page anymore to be able to view the suggested schedule. So remember that up here in the text, it does also show you in which unit and section you'll need to be working in. Those will always be red. Any previous material, those will always be yellow. You're also going to see in materials blue, which you've seen before. Let's go ahead and look at those. Oh, and I forgot to mention as well in the materials, be sure that you're scrolling down. So in the materials as well as the updates, this is going to stay fixed every week. It'll change at the beginning of each week so that you know what I'm looking for you to focus on when you're caught up, when you're working at the pace that I'm opening or suggesting that you work. This will be there on both pages. The blue here, where all the units are things that you can always go to, and you may have resources in there, things that to get to at any given time. Those are not going to be your primarily essential folders to go to. The yellow and the red are. So the yellow you'll see is from our very first week. That was a complete unit. So that's in the past. Make sure you've already completed it. This week is red, and this whole unit is going to be changing. Notice that last week's work is now yellow, and the current week's work is now red. Please note that above that there is a notas that I recommend that you are using to help guide you. This week it is primarily just vocabulary because that's what we're really focusing on. But in upcoming weeks, there will be more kind of to help you with grammar and whatnot. It's going to be great resources for you for the entire year, because I will let you know that second semester we lose the ability to access all of this material in Schoology. We have no control over that. But if you have your notes complete, you will still have access to everything that's going to be needed for you. Notice in here that there is also a exam, but that's not opened up for you, and I'm not going to open that one up until later. So when I click on here, it's going to give you a little more information. You can see my suggested due dates as well, like times to be focusing on the content that is in here. Okay, so that will help as well, keep you organized. So remember, red is what's recommended that you're working on now, but all yellow content should be completed first. So if you were behind at this time, you started a little late, you were sick for a day or two, you had a meet of some variety, so you missed some Spanish at the end of the week, in particular, and you weren't able to make it up over the weekend, be sure that today, that the beginning of each week, you are completing what's in yellow. All right, so I hope that this is helpful, and contact me with any questions that you might have, and nos vemos. See you later. We'll see each other later.